Now, since Israel began its bombardment of Gaza, 9 countries have withdrawn their ambassadors or severed ties. Now, they call for an immediate ceasefire and for humanitarian aid to enter the Strip unhindered. NATO member Turkey is amongst those that's pulled its ambassador out. So did Israel's neighbour Jordan, and it said that Israel is committing war crimes. The latest to join the list are Chad and South Africa. Bolivia was the first to sever ties entirely with Israel, saying its decision was a condemnation of the aggressive and disproportionate Israeli military offensive taking place in the Gaza Strip. Alan Fisher has more from occupied East Jerusalem.
Thank you. Benjamin Netanyahu has spent many days recently meeting world leaders, the latest, the Bulgarian president. But with more countries rethinking diplomatic links with Israel, the Prime Minister decided to act. He summoned foreign ambassadors to a meeting in Tel Aviv and claimed Israel was fighting for their future too.
We will win, and we believe that all civilized powers should back us in this effort, because this battle is your battle, and our victory is your victory.
Several countries have withdrawn their ambassadors over the growing carnage in Gaza. Bolivia has severed all diplomatic ties. Many have criticised the human cost of war, the growing number of civilian deaths, the pictures of dead children in the wreckage. The latest country to recall its ambassador, South Africa.
We believe the nature of response by Israel has become one of collective punishment, which falls fully outside of the practice of international humanitarian and international human rights law.
Ireland's Prime Minister has also said he has no regrets at describing Israel's response to the Hamas attack as something more approaching revenge. Bringing together the community of ambassadors shows that Israel is worried it's losing international support about the way it's prosecuting the war in Gaza. But the diplomatic tipping point may come if one of its traditional allies decided to call for a ceasefire or even an end to the war.
Israel's greatest fear is coming to be. They have always feared to be isolated in the Middle East. They have always feared to be ganged on by Arab nations. And that fear might finally be coming to light. You know, people always blame others for their situations. It's quite easy to just blame everybody for everything rather than re-examining yourselves and really look into how you might have contributed to what the situation is at the moment. Because believe it or not, no matter how your circumstances or situation is, you have contributed somehow. That goes to the Palestinians, that goes to Hamas, and that also goes to the Israelis. For them to think that they share no blame to what is happening to them is so naive. They have contributed knowingly or unknowingly to their present situation, and that is the truth. Now, Israel is losing a lot of support from the international community. Countries are now severing ties with Israel. We don't know how far this will go, but so far we have 9 countries that have done that. And remember, this has just been in a month, right? Without Israel putting boots in Gaza. Just the airstrike alone have killed 10,000 plus people. And what they are telling us is that this grand operation will still go on. It's just a matter of time. Now, my question is, if Israel is losing support at this rate, what do you think will happen if they finally send in their armies into Gaza and start killing people, what will happen? Because a lot more people will die. So, how many diplomatic ties are they willing to lose? How many? My only take in this is that a lot of civilians are dying. A lot of ordinary Gazians are dying. People who have no beef in this matter. People who are just trying to live their lives. Children are dying. And if you see that, or if you hear something like this, and you have no remorse or no sympathy for those innocent people, then I wonder the kind of person you really are. I wonder. I think at a certain point in time, Israel will realize that they've done enough and they will stop all this madness, because what they are doing is not really effective. What they are doing is not really getting the job done. If their objective was to eradicate Hamas and not steal Palestinian land, they should have understood by now that the approach they are going about this thing is not actually achieving that goal. If their whole objective is not to level Gaza, is not to push away the Palestinians in Gaza so that they can come and occupy the land, if their whole objective is just to eliminate Hamas, as they have told us, they should have realized by now that that isn't working out. That the indiscriminate bombing of Gaza isn't getting them anywhere. That's just raining bombs on every single building in Gaza won't achieve the goal. It's kind of like shocking even to me to expect Israel to have moral high grounds, right? But I believe that they have always claimed to have moral high grounds. They have always claimed to be people who have more human values, if I may put it that way. There are people who believe in human rights. So I will hope they act accordingly. But you guys out there, what do you think might be the reason why countries are severing ties with Israel? Is it just about this war on Gaza, or there are other skeletons in the closet? Share that thoughts with us in the comment section below, because like always, we love hearing what you have to say. And also, please like and share this video and subscribe to this channel. That helps us a lot, and we shall forever be grateful to you. So thank you very much, and see you in the next one.